is a pleasure to see you again.
Yes, it's been 11 years. You were one of the first people I ever interviewed. I remember I got this big new job on television. I had to interview you and a bunch of your castmates for He's Just Not That Into You, which is still one of my favorite movies. And the first actress I interviewed was so mean to me that I wanted to quit my job straight away. And then the next room I walked into was yours. The second I walked into the room, you just looked me up and down. You were dressed like Marilyn Monroe. And you looked so incredible. And you just said, well, aren't you just a tall drink of water? And so I feel as though you were flirting with me, but it really worked. And I sat down, and you were so kind and so generous and understanding, and reminded me that class and royalty still exists in Hollywood. And you just reminded me that people don't have to be a bench just because they're really successful.
That is a new term. I'd like to incorporate, a bench. I just love that. Can you explain what the misery index game is? I'd much rather hear it from you than a fangirl like me.
Okay, so you have the scale of 1 to 100 of misery, 100 being the most misery, and you have all of these unfortunate events, and all you have to do is decide where each of these events lands on the misery index in order to win $30,000. And it's just basically how much empathy you have. It's a game show about empathy, putting yourself in other people's shoes for money.
I also love that they bring these amazing cardboard cutouts of you around the show. And Jameela, you have these amazing long legs, and you rock these pant suits. And why do you like wearing pant suits, may I ask?
Because A, I love androgyny. B, I love the fact that they're practical. So 200 years ago, someone just decided that men should wear trouser suits because they're easy to put on and easy to get around in, and women should wear corsets and petticoats and big frills and long dresses so that it's as inconvenient as possible for us to get ready. And I find them really sexy. I love the fact that I can sit with my legs wide open. I love a good man spread. What's not to love?
But you also, in the fashion world, have a really fantastic collaboration and announcement. Will you tell us about that today?
I am working with Tommy Hilfiger on this new, much more sustainable campaign called Moving Forward Together, with a bunch of incredible activists from all around the world. And amongst them is India Moore, who is an incredible actress and trans activist. And so I'm super proud to partner with them.
I agree. And I really get excited about who is going to do a collab with them. And it just feels like it's about more than fashion, and yet the clothes are always you want the clothes. I love that so much. Now, your podcast, Iway, started as a social media post, and now it has over 1.3 million followers on Instagram, and a YouTube channel, and a podcast where you have spoken to the likes of Reese Witherspoon and other extraordinary female voices that we hang on their every word. What is Iway's mission?
So Iway is a movement against shame, and it's a movement of radical inclusivity. It started with a post of the Kardashians where I saw numbers written across all their bodies, and I presumed it must be how much money they've earned or how many awards they've won. And it was actually just how much they weigh. And I just thought, wow, you would never see a picture of businessmen with their weight written across their bodies, because we don't care about how much men weigh. We only care, however, about what women weigh. So I decided to one day post what I weigh, which is my financial independence, my relationship, my friendships, my activism, the things that I'm struggling with still, the things that I've overcome. I weigh the sum of all of my parts. But I posted it, and 10,000 people or so posted theirs back to me within 3 days. So I started an Instagram account. I thought it was just going to be a passing phase. And now this month we hit 3 years, and we're going over we're on our way to 1.5 million followers. We have a podcast, we have an amazing YouTube channel, and we are working on 3 bills. I just spoke in Congress. I'm hoping to take it to the Supreme Court in order to help around eating disorders in schools and weight discrimination in schools. And we've changed global policies at Facebook and Instagram.
I love the mission. I love the movement. I love the diversity of what you're putting out into the world. Now, it's Meat Week on the show. Do you have a favorite meat dish?
I do. It's not good for you, but it's called a scotch egg, and it's a boiled egg surrounded in ground questionable pork, and then it's deep fried in breadcrumbs, and it is glorious.
Well, I'm about to experience my first scotch egg, so thank you, Jameela. Hold on, I'm going to...
I'm so curious about how this is going to go.
Oh, that's delicious. Oh, my
is it
God.
good?
Oh, my God.
It shouldn't work, but it does.
Jameela Jamil, you are everything. And the Misery Index airs Tuesdays at 10:30, 9:30 Central on TBS. And check out Jameela and Tommy Hilfiger's Spring 2021 campaign. The collection is available now. And also tune in to Iway, wherever you listen to podcasts. Jameela Jamil, thank you. And for teaching me about the Scotch egg. This is so good.
I'm glad you like it.